She said, I'll try anything within reason. I said, okay, when you get home tonight, all of your household tasks are complete. It's bedtime. Get off in a room right by yourself. Get a sheet of paper out, and at the top of it write, I like my job because. She interrupted me. She said, that'll be easy. I don't like nothing about that job. Don't like nothing about those people down there. And I said, well, just as a matter of curiosity, do you work there for benevolent reasons? Are the windows of the soul. Look yourself in the fault finder to a good finder. Some people do really find fault like there's a reward for it. They really do. Take the list with you, and you will be able to add to that list, absolutely guaranteed. Do this every morning and every night, and you will have an astonishing recovery from this advanced case of stinking thinking. Now, I didn't say that to her, but I'm saying it to you. That's what it was. It was an advanced case of stinking thinking. Well, 6 weeks later, I was back in Birmingham, Alabama. I was doing a follow-up sales seminar. Now, the lady was not in sales, but she had been listening to my tapes. She had been listening to Automobile University, and she had discovered that everybody sells. And said, Mr. Ziegler, I'm doing wonderfully well, and thank you for asking. She said, you cannot believe how much those people there have changed.
organization that run North and South America soccer respectively. Those arrested in Zurich hail from Cayman Islands. They say Trinidad and Tobago, but that's inaccurate. Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Uruguay, and Venezuela, among others. Now this is big news, ladies and gentlemen, all across the world. In addition, the Justice Department announced unsealed guilty pleas with 4 other individuals and 2 corporate defendants, including former FIFA executive Charles Blazer, better known as Chuck Blazer, the subject of a fascinating investigative profile last year and an unbelievably corrupt official in his own right, as well as Jose Huila, the owner and founder of a Brazilian sports marketing conglomerate. Huila in particular will forfeit, listen carefully, $151 million as part of his plea, which illustrate just how much these guys do not want to go to prison. While the defendants are a who's who of senior FIFA executives and their broadcast partners who benefited from kickbacks, the one big fish not named in the case is, of course, FIFA President Sepp Blatter. Joseph Sepp Blatter has been president of FIFA since 1998. Under his watch, football has increased in global popularity and became financially successful beyond your wildest imagination. But while he maintains FIFA is but a humble non-profit doing humanitarian work to bring sports to a world, he basically is the head of a shadow nation state that doesn't like, say, Kate, more popular if the players wore tighter shorts. Yes, he actually said that. But in 2013, FIFA covered 90% of the $16 million pound budget for the film United Passion, a deluge of fictional propaganda about FIFA's history, in which Tim Roth, Pulp Fiction Reservoir Dogs, portrays Blatter. Imagine if Oakland A's manager, Billy Beane, shook down the city of Oakland for enough tax dollars to pay Brad Pitt. Blatter is basically Commissioner Roger Goodell if he acted like a foreign dictator. So how did FIFA get this corrupt? It comes down to how FIFA is organized. President and executive committee. That means the Maldives, Trinidad and Tobago, or Andorra has the same say in a federation decision as Brazil, Germany, or England. The smaller countries and the mostly men who run their countries. That's not true. Because of that, American culture just doesn't revere soccer enough to consider FIFA sacrosanct. But consider the basketball version of this. Let's say FIBA, the Federal International Basketball Association, the World Organization for Basketball, decided to hold an international tournament in December. That meant the NBA will have to suspend its season for a month. American superstars wouldn't show up, the best team in the world wouldn't properly be represented, and the world's biggest TV market for the sport that up for you.